Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Crypto majors plunged as much as 20% in the past 24 hours as movements from a Mt. Gox-linked wallet spooked traders, sending the market spiraling down 10% on average. Bitcoin fell 8% to briefly below $54,000 before slightly recovering in a move that erased all gains since February. Now, Ether dropped more than 10%. Solana, Sol and Cardano's ADA fell 8%, while DogeCoin dived nearly 18%. Coin Allies data shows that this caused over $580 million in liquidations tied to longs or bets on higher prices in one of the largest such events so far this year. Bullish bets on Bitcoin and Ether together recorded over $380 million in losses. Such moves came as defunct exchange Mt. Gox moved 47,228 BTC worth $2.6 billion from cold storage to a new wallet, according to blockchain analytics firm Arkham Intelligence. Now, the exchange is slated to start distributing assets stolen from clients in a 2014 hack. Meanwhile, Germany's government has added to the Bitcoin sale side pressure, selling 7,583 BTC worth $419.5 million since June 19. It still holds 42,274 BTC, which is worth around $2.3 billion. 10x research analyst Marcus Thielen on July 4 said he expects Bitcoin to fall as low as $50,000 due to sell pressure on the cryptocurrency. While positive sentiment towards crypto has also hit its lowest point since Jan 2023, with Crypto Fear and Greed Index reflecting a score of 29 out of 100 on July 5, showing the market is experiencing fear. Well, we have with us Mr. Abhishek Chauhan, my colleague and an avid crypto trader, who will shed some light on the matter from the trader's perspective. Hello, Abhishek. Welcome on 3.0 TV.
Hi, Vishakha. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. So, Abhishek, what do you make of this market meltdown? And do you see an end in sight? Also, are we going to see the market plunge even more because of Mt. Gox repayments?
So, the market's been going down a lot. First, it started with profit taking because we had, the Bitcoin ETF started inflows and they were going very well. So markets rallied, and then it's expected traders take profit after a while. So that happened. But then we had events such as the German government selling 3.5 billion, out of which I think $2.7 billion is still left. Mt. Gox has $9.5 billion. So that's a $11 billion amount in total. And I think we still have some with the US government as well. All these things will add up. We have the FTX repayments which are coming up in a month or two. So FTX repayments would also, the money would get distributed back. So there's a lot of money which is getting paid back. Sooner or later, this does flow in the market, but in the short term, people sell it to realize the profits, and they are in profits. Mt. Gox people, the investors or traders in Mt. Gox are over 10,000% because their average purchasing price was $700, I think, for Bitcoin, which is quite cheap. They are up by 10,000% in that sense. So it's a rocky road ahead. We will have to wait to see until the selling starts, until the repayments start, which have started today. Around $85 million worth of repayments were sent to Bitbank from Mt. Gox, which is an American exchange. Mt. Gox is selling Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. It's quite bearish for Bitcoin Cash because Bitcoin is backed by ETFs and it's a large cryptocurrency. Bitcoin Cash has no use as such. It doesn't hold anything, So Bitcoin Cash can be expected to dump all the more, whereas Bitcoin is still safe. It's still a global safe haven. And what's being dumped is essentially 9 billion, which is it's less than 1% of Bitcoin's market cap. So there's just fear in the market. People are just scared because there's no liquidity, there's fear. But at the end of the day, there's hardly any amount which is being dumped or which is being sold off by Mt. Gox. So, there's nothing to panic about as such. It's just a short-term dip that, we can see it.
Right. So the Fear and Greed Index has gone down to 29 out of 100 and investors are experiencing fear. Also, it will be interesting to see how things will unfold in the future. So Ethereum ETF approval is on the way and we are expecting them to launch in mid-July. So what do you think, how is this going to impact the markets, and will Ethereum outperform Bitcoin in the near future as being said by several analysts?
So that's the best part. So I think while BTC is facing a lot of struggle and drawdowns, Ethereum is independent because Mt. Gox has no repayments for Ethereum. It's only Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Those are the only two cryptocurrencies. While when Bitcoin goes down, the entire crypto markets go down. Ethereum is independent. In a way, it is correlated to BTC, but one of the best trades traders can be taking is the ETH BTC chart. So essentially what ETH BTCs you trade, it's essentially the price of Ethereum versus the price of Bitcoin. So if the price of Bitcoin goes down and the price of Ethereum goes up, you can essentially long or buy the ETH BTC chart and you can make money off that. I think that's a very good trade. Obviously not financial advice, but that's a very good trade to take, is monitoring the ETH BTC, because we've reached level lows from the multi-year chart that we've seen for ETH BTC. Ethereum ETF, let's consider that with the Bitcoin ETF, we saw how Bitcoin crossed an all-time high of $74,000. Ethereum's all-time high sits around $4,800, $4,900. When essentially the ETH ETF starts, even if we get 40, so we did the math, and even if there's a 40%, 40% of inflows for the BTC ETF we're seeing, Ethereum will easily go up by $1,000. That's a base case, right? 40% of the trading volume and the inflows can easily be expected by the ETH ETF. So Ethereum goes up by $1,000 on the base case. Ethereum definitely breaks all-time high compared to BTC. Ethereum is trading sub $3,000 right now. That's, if it goes to an all-time high of $5,000, that's more than a 70-75% gain. So you can easily expect Ethereum to go to $6,000. And I think one of the big analysts, they said Ethereum could also touch $8,000. Stancy, yeah. So Ethereum could easily touch $8,000, I think, once the ETF goes live. So it's very bullish. It's a bullish narrative for Ethereum. And I think we just need to wait and see for the ETF to go live. Although one expectation that Twitter is having is that we knew what happened with Bitcoin. We knew that once the BTC ETF went live, Bitcoin pumped. So people are already anticipating this. So Ethereum might also become a sell the news event, but during the time when ETH ETF was announced, when the approval that ETH ETF approval has gone to 75%, Ethereum rallied a lot. And now we are back to the same prices before the announcement came. So it's a very good time to buy. It's a very good dip. Yeah, I think so.
All right. So lately we are seeing buy the dip trend on Twitter and all other social media handles. So what are your thoughts on that?
So buying the dip is good, but just be aware that what's happening right now is that traders are too greedy. That is essentially what's happening, because when leverage comes into the picture, traders take a high leverage trade saying that, okay, the market's dipped, we take a high leverage trade, because in high leverages you make higher profits as well. So, but you make higher losses as well. So traders are becoming too greedy these days because of the leverage that's coming. That's something that wasn't that much in the last bull cycle, but we're seeing it a lot right now. Until traders are flushed out and until they're shaken out that they can't keep doing this every time, I think the dump would continue to happen. Although people are also waiting for a capitulation like event that we've seen on the Black Swan COVID 2021. So people are waiting for probably that. People are waiting for FTX. So it's a good time to buy the dip, but the best way to go about is to average it. You start by DCing, which is dollar cost average, and you keep purchasing, say, a particular amount every week, every day, or every month. You don't buy everything all together, and you average your entry out so that you keep purchasing till this dip is on, till the selling goes on, because the prices are very good. Any altcoin, some of the coins which have launched in 2024 are down by 70 to 80%, which is a very good discount. We call it as a discount. So every coin is down by 40 to 70% on the minimum, every altcoin. If a coin is down by 40 to 70% from its all-time high, it's a very good buying opportunity. If you enter here, I think it's something that can be seen as a generational wealth, which people say Lambo crypto can get as a Lambo, and so on and so forth. So it's a very good opportunity. Just make sure that you have the willpower to hold. Do not trade on futures a lot. Buy the assets on spot, and don't leverage, don't over leverage, as we say, and just keep averaging and DCing and hodl. Yes.
All right. So that's quite interesting, and thank you for sharing all the tips for the investors. Thank you for being on 3.2 TV and sharing your views. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vishaka.
So thanks for watching, and keep watching 3.2 TV for more such interactions, and do log on to our website www.3versetv.io or scan the QR code. This is me, Vishaka Thakur, signing off.